Don't shut the door on me. You killed me face down dead. El Presidente, El Presidente. Face ass. Face ass looking ass. Take a big shit. Mostly stays so strong. He lives in a teepee. Dirty teepees down to brawl. Brawl, motherfucker. Brawl. I got a long neck. Cthulhu. Damn you, Cthulhu. You always leave me during the live broadcast. What are you guys doing? All you do is watch music videos. Beavis. Where's Beavis? I'm right here. Fart knocker. How'd you know I was fart knocking? Kill me face down there. Stranded. Hi. Where you going? Tell him sandwich. Tell him sandwich. You know what sandwich means. There's 2 lesbians and 1 guy. 2 girls in 1 cup. And I drank it all. Can the president be the guy that was in the video of 2 girls in 1 cup? Could that guy be the president? Are you gay? No? Are you gay? What brought that on? Is it because I'm so handsome? I'm very masculine. I mean, I have a lot of... I can't even get the hair off my face, so... It's just sorry. Oh, the guy over there? That was a chick. Chick. No, see, there's 2 lesbians and they're hot, so I was like, sandwich. Would that make me? So it's a no sandwich, no lesbian sandwich. I've eaten quite a few lesbian sandwiches. They are very good. Well, they put on, I am lesbian, so do I look like a lesbian? I'm just kidding. Not that anything's wrong with that. If I were a woman, I'd be pretty lesbian. I'd be a pretty lesbian, wouldn't I? My cat's not gay. I think he hates other cat. He hates male cats. Not that I hate men. Like I don't. Well, I don't understand why everybody's disrespectful. Like if you're gonna go, like I guess my grandparents and my mother taught me respect, so I try not to go into like a business and be like, bitch, or like something stupid. And I know it's like they're getting paid to do that. Like that can't be real. I know someone taught them how to respect people. I don't go around shitting in the alley or anything or whatever. Are you Diddy? What does that mean? Diddy was innocent probably. I mean, I don't understand. He was going to be a trillionaire. He is going to be a trillionaire. So they just stole his money using, that's why I'm going to be president. I'm tired of the kayfabe tactics. I'm tired of everything. I'm tired of all of it. I've been tortured my whole life. I'm a native. Uh, I'm changing everything. I will militarize the military, and we will be out there to get you if you are fake. If you are in this country or you're living a fake life and you're pretending to be something you're not, we will get you. Who's we? The Vatos Locos. That would be the starting with special forces and the generals and soldiers, not army intelligence. Army intelligence is an oxymoron. It's like why are these army intelligence people showing up when I'm in we are the intelligence. The soldiers are the intelligence. Like we're the ones with our lives on the line where we're at, and we are the intelligence. We have the Air Force, we have the Navy, we have the Army, and we have the Marines out there doing shit. Special forces being called in to do weird shit, to defuse bombs. Why is the Army intelligence coming and fucking up everything? They come and they act like they know everything, and they don't even know shit. They don't even know how to tie their own motherfucking shoes. They're pencil pushers who look like they haven't even worked a real day in their life. And then they just gotta, and they just, it's like they just want to come and fuck you over so they can make their daddy happy. Their federal daddy happy. Whoever they call, or maybe it's their mommy. Maybe they want to make their mommy happy. Maybe it's some hot girl that's like an evil witch from another country that they keep calling. Oh, let's start. Do I like Trump? I don't dislike him the way many people do. I believe he is a good guy. I think that he is in a hard situation to be president of the United States. It's what he is in is hard. I think that they are trying to control him is what I think. And in everything that he says, they twist and turn into something weird and try to make him look like a racist. I've never heard him say anything racist. I've never heard him degrade other Americans. I've never heard him talk about taking citizens' rights away or anything. I've never heard anything like that from him. I'm not sure exactly what people's problem is with him, actually. Just saying. Why? Because some people are getting deported or something? And then they're not even real. They're fake. Just like the scratch on my stomach. Where'd that come from? That's fake. That's fake news. That's why he was all taking talking about fake news. Did you get a sandwich?
Huh?
Did you get a sandwich?
No.
They weren't into get a sandwich? Huh? To them?
Sandwich?
To the girls?
They weren't home.
Oh. Well, they were asking on my live show what I was asking anyway. What if they're into it though, bro? Like what if they're into it? Then it's up to me to perform, and I'm a good performer. No, I don't know. Diddy? What does it mean to be Diddy? Does that mean that you I don't understand. I don't even understand. What did he do? What is his allegations? Like it doesn't even make sense. They're pretty weak allegations. And then when the FBI raided his house, they found nothing but beer bottles. You remember that? And wasn't he acquitted? Oh wait. What did Abraham Lincoln do? What did JFK do? They were talking about JFK on that show Bones. They proved on that show Bones that he was assassinated by someone else besides Oswald, and that he wasn't sick either. They said that he was a sick person. No, he was being poisoned. He didn't have osteomyelitis from having scarlet fever as a child. He was being poisoned. I think he's getting out. That's what I heard. Why is everybody so fascinated with that? Are you being paid by the FBI to bring up that subject? It's propaganda slander. To even bring that subject up is propaganda slander, and that's the type of shit that we're gonna end. Like that is gonna get like you keep talking like that. Y'all talk about like that. Well, maybe like one of the citizens' army, because I will deputize people. Like there's people around here that are sick of the shit. I can see it. I can hear it in their brains. I'm a wizard, Merlin Jehovah Robinson. Yeah, I'm a wizard. I know there's a million motherfuckers out there that are tired of it. And they will and the police are tired of it too. The police, the military, and so we're going to go ahead and militarize ourselves as well. I will, do what I have to do. And once we weed out the bad people, then and what are the bad people? You know who you are. You're the ones that do nothing, that have never done anything but act like something that's not real. You've never done anything. They never did anything. It looks like old footage. What year are you in? I'm old, and I got 2 feet that I walk. Old footage. It looks like old footage. That's fucked up. What are you trying to say? That means it's going to be replayed over and over and over again in the future. And people are going to remember me. I'm going to remember Cheech and Chong. Okay? Okay? You don't call me Escaco? What do you mean? What do you mean I don't go to work on time? I got nothing better to do. What do you mean I can't be president of the United States? This is still we the people, isn't it? What do you... So certain people can't be president, like you just can't, you're born into not being a president. I mean, Trump's president, I don't know, I don't believe he was in the military. He was in whatever, he was in like the National Guard or something, so that's good enough. But me being a Navy SEAL for 5 years and like flying helicopters and defusing bombs and whatever else I had to do, I believe I earned the right to run for president. Someone was got to have my back. Doing all that shit was horrible. Do you know what it's like to either have to fly the helicopter or die, and others die too? I might have lived, but certainly the people I was with would have perished. So I had to save them. I had to help. We had to help each other. We have to have each other's back. I was out there. Yeah, I was a bad motherfucker when I was as a soldier, but there was a lot of other bad motherfuckers out there that had my back. So that's how you win. And then what were we fighting for? We didn't even know. No one even knows, Vato. That's why I have this. I'll stab with a bayonet. Yeah, look, bayonet. Maybe you could get stabbed with a bayonet and it'll look like old footage because you got a scarred face. You look like you're old because you're being tortured by the government and everyone's stealing your money. I look like a native. I look like my ancestors did. I look like a scarred up Viking or a Native American or a tortured African or a Middle Eastern person who's had everything blown up and taken away from them, or a Jewish person who has been stuck in the motherfucking Auschwitz for no reason, doesn't even know why they're there, scared. You know what they did? If they saw like someone like me when I was 10 years old and they saw me, they would be like, oh, that one's gonna be something. Eliminate them immediately. They killed the strongest ones first. That's what they tried to do. It didn't work. So showed up and look at that shit. What the fuck? Why do they have yellow lights? Did you see that? These motherfuckers. Mama papas, the mother papas. Look at us. People keep driving by here with like loud vehicles. I don't know if it's like the native in me or what, but I feel like throwing like Thor's hammer at them. I feel like throwing a fucking, like, this is our village. This is our village, right? And then all of a sudden, like the decibel level is so loud that it's shaking the house, and it's completely illegal what they're doing. So is it in my rights to throw a hammer at them? Is that my right to throw a hammer at them? Is it? It'll shut them up, won't it?
We're an audience.
Hmm.
We're the audience.
Well, there's only two. There's only two on here, but it says there's only two on here, and then it says like when I'm after I'm done, it says that like 170 people saw it. So they be looking, and they be sweeping away.
Go!
Flocka. Look, they got their brights on. Why? See, that's what I'm talking about. Why are their brights on? They need a hammer thrown at them. Martial law. Martial law. Have you seen that show, Martial Law? And he does martial arts. What? You know what put Flocko on? Flocko's my dog star, and Cthulhu's the cat star. Flocko got injured. Speaking of bullshit, like somebody injured that dog. They released dogs on him, and he was not able to fight his way out. So he was bitten in the spine, and he cannot walk. And I believe they took the dog, and the FBI was involved. And I'm telling you, those are the kind of evil things that go on around here that I'm worried about. Have you ever seen what is it, Totoro? Totoro, when the giant creature. I had a dream I was Totoro, you know. But there's a little girl in there named May, and it reminds me of my daughter because she was born in May. And they take her. She was kidnapped and she was murdered. She was murdered and thrown in the lake. But the magic of Totoro and the cat bus. She, as a spirit, she got on the cat bus, and it had like 9 legs on each side. And so it brought her back to life. And her father was so upset, and sister, that she was brought back to life. That's that Totoro. And then they go and they plant the tree, and they dance around the tree until it grows. They use magic and love, and they grow the tree. And then the mother's always like out sick or whatever. She's gone. She's in the hospital. Anyway, it's an interesting show. It's all about spirits. Why did Totoro show up? He is a love spirit. He's like a love demon. There are good demons. He's a good demon. A demon of the force, a spirit. I guess there's demon and angels, and then there's spirits. The spirits transcend everything. They're of this earth. Like on Spirited Away. What happens when they kill the forest spirit? Nothing's ever the same. Like, it's never the same. Nothing ever is going to be the same. And no one cares. Life is not going to be as good and as grand as it could have been. It's kind of like that song, Peace Sells. What do you mean I can't be president? What do you mean I don't pay my bills? Why do you think I'm broke? What do you mean? What? He's like, what do you mean I hurt your feelings? I didn't know you had feelings the way you treated me. What do you mean I'm not kind? I'm just not your kind. Peace sells. But it better work this time, is what he keeps saying, because otherwise, then what's going to happen? Nuclear war. That's what he's trying to say in that song. And the album cover, even, like you can see it, you know, it's Undead Soldier. It better work this time. What do you mean? What do you mean I've got white teeth? I live in a teepee. What do you mean I don't have running water? I'm in America. What do you mean the lightning strikes? It grants me the power to live. It brings the rain. The rainmaker. Anyway, 20, 20 minutes, huh? 20 minutes, and that's it. I got, what is it? I got just one guy on here. Why is America cooked? Well, if he is, then, you know, I can go in there and I can uncook this place. We can put the destruction of America on the back burner, and whatever, and destruction of the citizens and hurting the citizens and taking their money and trying to create this place. They want everyone to be a have-not. They want 90% of us to be have-nots. They want us living in skyscraper projects. They don't want us to have cats. They'll be like, no cats allowed. Well, what about dogs? There's some dogs. No dogs of this breed. Blah 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 blah, and no cats at all. What? But then there'll be plenty of mice running around and roaches. If you know what I mean, Burn. Trump being a puppet, I believe that might be true, but it's not of his own will. Like, he is being strung around, like he has been threatened. They threatened his family. Like, you saw what happened when he was signing the, he was, to me, like, it ain't gonna work on me. Like, they're gonna have to just, I guess it's the native blood in me. They're going to have to make me go away. They're gonna have to do something to me, which they are. They're trying their hardest to fuck me over every way. I've had $1 billion stolen online. I could have already been doing it. I could have gotten with Trump, and we could have. I could have just told him, "Hey, when I come up with a cure for cancer, this is what's going to happen, and I'm going to run for president." And I would want him to back me. I would want every former president to back me, and everybody. I want everyone together. I want us united as a nation. I want the world united as nations. Why do they have a United Nations if we're all fucking like... Anyway. And then, yeah, this is native land. I'm going to bring that up when I become president. I'll be like, well, first off, this is native land. So you better respect the natives that are here, that are left. Anyway, and then should there be reparations for the slaves? Yes. And then we go back and look at all the other things that happen to people. And we ain't going to allow it to happen anymore. All these people that came over here and worked so hard, the ones that came from like everywhere. They came from everywhere, dude. Some by choice, some not. They worked so hard for their lives here. The ones that came from Asia, India, Ireland, England, like all that, Germany, all the old German settlers and shit. They worked so hard, dude. All these people, the English, they worked hard on their land. They cultivated the land. There was a struggle. People didn't know what to do back then. There was a civil war, and I don't even know what it was about. Was it about slavery? A lot of it was, but there was much more things that were happening that are behind the scenes. And then it was so bloody, dude. It was horrible. Was it really that serious? Apparently it was. Do we need that to happen again? No. Will it probably happen again? Yeah. Would I become president and start a civil war? No. I'm saying I'm going to stop that from happening. I'm going to create peace. But we might have to militarize ourselves first for peace. How? I don't know. It might not even be necessary. It might be able to just go in there and do what I can do once I learn my job. Hola. Hola, conspiracy archives. Is this this? They said this looks like old footage. This can be a conspiracy archive one day. if someone just shoots me in the head or whatever, I mean, it might bounce off. I am part Saiyan. Is that a conspiracy that I'm part Saiyan? That I No, my mom remembers them taking her to the hospital and injecting her with stuff, saying they were going to give her son DNA that would make him stronger, and she nearly died. She was incredibly sick. My mother was maybe the strongest woman to ever exist in the world. So I'm here, and I'm the only one that survived. So I am infused with Saiyan DNA. And what does that make me feel like? It makes me feel like I know I'm different than everybody. I know, I'm here to protect everybody, is what I feel like. I feel like Superman would have felt. When I was in the military, that's how I felt. But Saiyans use magic too. Like you saw when Goku was a Super Saiyan, the bird was dead in front of him. What did he do? He picked up the bird and brought it back to life using white magic. It's when your eyes glow white and your hands, and you can use the white in your mind, the white magic, the white light. It said go to the white light. No, you can grasp the white light and use the white light for good. Do I look sad? I am sad. I've had an incredibly difficult time out here. I work very hard at my work. Um, that's probably all I have is that job. I'm afraid of losing it. I'm afraid of losing money. I've not received my money that I thought I would have had by now through Cash App, or like it's like I'm an idiot and I'm just getting everything stolen from me by the government because they feel that I'm like some kind of terrorist, or I'm a threat, or I am a threat to their power. So they don't want me to become president. So they're trying to assassinate me before I go into office, and I am being tortured. At night, I get knocked out, and they're slowly torturing me. They're trying to make me deaf. They're trying to put needles in my body and stuff. I really believe that. I mean, but I try and invest in myself. Like all the money I get, I'm trying to invest in the phone. I'm trying to save money to get an apartment maybe sometime. I try and eat healthy. I don't know how healthy I eat, but I try and get a good amount of meat, uh, protein, drink milk, chocolate bars, cookies, Subway sandwich. I keep going to Subway. I can go somewhere else. I don't have a car, so like I can't go to Taco Bell. I was living on Taco Bell before I worked at Subway. And the churches. I haven't been going to the churches. It makes me sad to go to the churches, so I don't like going up there. I don't like going to eat at the church and seeing people that are hurting or forced to be there. I don't like it, dude. They look confused. They look like they are not. Anyway, it's the thing with ignorance. Like, we are all ignorant in this world to some extent, but we want to change that. We want to all know. We want to all know each other and feel better. I don't know nobody. I mean, I know some people. I do know a lot of people. If they all banded together to help me instead of hurt me, the ones that are all banding together to hurt me instead of help me, if we could throw that out of the window, like if they would actually come to me as a person, but they won't. They feel like I've disgraced them somehow by trying to become president and become like a YouTube star. And I mean, I already was a star. I'm a life star. I got a cat star. Tulu. He said, no, not right now. Oh, you do want to come over and say hi? He said no. He said no. And no, Cthulhu's not lazy. He's a cat. He has to rest. Right? Because you never know when you have to jump 6 feet in the air, and that expends a lot of energy. So he has to rest. See, he's already resting again. I'm like a cat in a way. I try and rest a lot. I'm like a samurai. What would Musashi do at my point? Like, I'm sad, and then if you've seen that series Musashi, what is his main deal? Everyone around him was a mole. They were trying to hurt him, and that's how they tried to hurt him. You can't face him face to face, so you have to go join him and then act like you're his friend. And then 4 out of 5 of them he had to kill. But then, when he least expect it, they come to help him, like some people do. The one does. The girl, like, why is it always like a young innocent girl who's gonna help is becomes the hero, like on Lobo? Why is it always like that? Or like a young person? Like when I was a boy, I was like Goku. I was, I guess, because of Saiyan DNA. I fought grown men. I was very successful at fighting grown men when I was a boy. Weird, huh? I slept in a doghouse. They made my parents, the FBI made my parents make me sleep in a doghouse. They made me sleep. Did I not like? I liked it. I was like, oh, it's hot out here. Well, take your shirt off. And then when it got cold, I didn't like it. But I was in Austin, and what I didn't like is about 2 in the morning, the monsters would come. And who are the monsters? They were agents trying to hurt me when I was like 7 years old. Yet I was strong enough, and my fear was enough to where the inner strength inside of me, I would defeat the monsters. And I was afraid of them hurting my little brother. That was mainly what I was afraid of. Right, Cthulhu? I know it sounds crazy, but the things that I've been through, it's got to stop. Whatever they think they're doing, Cthulhu knows. Cthulhu knows that. The cat knows, dude. Cthulhu knows. That's why his name's Cthulhu. Am I Cthulhu? Yeah, I remember being Cthulhu in a former life. I was Joan of Arc in a former life. I also remember that. I remember being burned at the stake. Was it painful? Yeah, it was, actually. She stopped it at first, and then she was like, she was so angry that she just let the fire take her. She was very powerful. Anybody that speaks to God, like, she really did speak to God. Like, why else was she? Why would they call her Joan of Arc if she didn't speak to God? Yeah, I'm starting to get I got the fat face going on. Well, I went to the park to run. I was gonna try and do some push-ups and stuff. I've been doing some squats. I've been watching that dude on the UFC guy. One of I'm not gonna say who, but they're like doing squats and stuff. Like you hold down on your squats and stuff like that, and it's actually helped me quite a bit. I feel pretty good. Like just like squinching down, squatting down on my back heels and stuff. That's actually helped me quite a bit. Oh, see, if I just sit like this, like down here, like sumo, for a while, it helps me. My car's been sabotaged. There's some kind of electrical problem. People are offering to help me, but then they want like $500 or something. I don't have $500. I don't have any money. All my money's going to live. That's why I pay $400 in rent, and then like I guess I'm spending a lot of money on food and energy drinks and stuff like that, trying to live. So that's just my fault, I guess. But everything's expensive. Like I go to the pizza place, and like I was like, well, 6 months ago it was $1.50 for a slice of pizza, but now it'd be like $4.25. Like, are they just charging me because they don't like me, or which is supposed to be illegal? It's supposed to be illegal for someone to charge, to price gouge, but they've done it to me. I was thrown out of the burger restaurant because I asked for can I have a half-pound jalapeno cheeseburger, the deal? And I guess I spoke too quickly. I spoke too eloquently. Like, I guess I should have been like acting like I should have drooled a little bit. Maybe that would have made them feel more comfortable. I don't know, dude. And then all the students that were behind me and everything, they didn't get thrown out. They're over there like yelping at each other. hooting and hollering, being disrespectful to the place, being loud. It is disrespectful when you come in and do that, and you know it. You know it because they're training you to do that. I know what you are. I know who you are. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for your vote. I want you on my side. I'm targeting the students. I'm targeting young people to be on my side. That's where it starts. I mean, that's the tomorrow. Tomorrow's today is the youth. The youth of the nation. We are, we are. Am I still the youth of the nation? Yeah, I'm still a young person. I'm a Saiyan, so I'm gonna live very long. I'm gonna live very long. You think I'm from the country, boy? And people from the country, I don't discount you. Just saying, farmers out there, ranchers, people that own fried chicken places somewhere randomly in the hill country of Texas and dress like clowns, I'm not going to discount you either. That's what I'm trying to say. They may be a little weird, but you're being fucking weird. At least I'm not a petty bitch. That Olivia Rodrigo song. Oh, I love her. Just kidding. Well, I do. I just don't like it when a certain person sings it to me. And you know who you are. You're being fucking weird. You're weird. Let me win. Uh-oh. Now I've gone too far. Now I've gone too far. What's this guy? They got money to do this and that, but they can't buy me a burger. Burger. I just wanted a motherfucking burger. Wish I could just eat some barbecue. Like, I haven't had barbecue or anything. Like, just some chicken, like barbecue chicken. Or they had it I went at work. They had barbecue chicken and shit and brisket. And they gave me the fat off of it, which is fine. I can eat fat. But really, you're going to give me all the fat? What are you trying to say? Kind of, not really. I don't have running water. That's my only complaint. And then I live outside. I live in a teepee. It's my car. Dirty teepees down to brawl. Hollywood Undead. What's my Indian name? At this point, I guess it's Dirty Teepee. Can Dirty Teepee become president? A native president? That'll be the day. President angry about what they did to his people? Uh-oh. R-O. What? Taco Bell? I've only got like $5 in cash, so $5 box, buddy. Well, if I go, like, they don't want me going up to eat for free at my work anymore for some reason. They don't, you know, I guess I have to work for my sandwich. But, you know, which is different than what it was before, but that's fine. Things always change. But I know what to get. Like, you get like go up there and get a couple protein pockets, or get like a pepperoni sandwich. A bologna sandwich, the cheap ones. So look how tired I got just now. Well, the deal is, I get 30 hours at my work, 30, 35 or whatever. And now it says I got 27 hours next week, and then I'm all of it's overnights, like every single night. And I think I'm best at like the mid shift where you do everything. I think that's where my skills lie, and that would be like, I'd be a pretty good assistant manager, but there's a lot of haters out there, and you know what I mean. You know what I mean, Vern? And me running for president isn't helping anything. All they just want to do is just hate, 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 hate. And who's everyone? I guess I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know their faces. It's like a Cobra. It's like I'm GI Joe, and I'm fighting Cobra. And you ever notice their faces are just blank? They got blank faces because you don't know who they really are. Think about that one. And then like I liked Cobra because I was like, well, their technology is cool, but like GI Joe is just like they just fight with heart, you know. And GI Joe was always successful because they didn't have Army intelligence interfering. They were their own intelligence. That's like, I don't know, dude. What's a good example? Like, let's do a sports analogy. What's a sports analogy? Like, okay, you got a Hall of Fame basketball coach, right? And then the owners call in somebody to come tell them what to do during the finals. And the people that they called in are sabotaging them. They're going to make sure they lose. That's Army intelligence. That's what the government pencil pushers that don't, and they know what they are too. And then they're the ones I'm trying to stop. They're pencil pushers. The real Army and the real soldiers don't need help. Like, we're out there. They've been trained. They're all different types of brains out there working together. If you would just give them more authority, it'd be all right. Just like what's the best, the best coach? He's gonna see things. Best basketball coach, he's just gonna see certain things, and he's gonna tell his players. And the coach that's not telling his players, and then he's just hurting them. Like, you can see that they're defending them a certain way, and then you're gonna come tell them the opposite, and that's just horrible. That is called sabotage. Or they call in like assassins to go after their. Okay, we'll go on this mission. It's a fail mission. Okay, Jason, go on the fail mission. Well, I went on the fail mission. It was no longer a fail mission, and we took control of that area and that bunker, that warehouse, whatever the hell that thing was. I guess it was really a military fortress. And they couldn't believe that I was there. And they just surrendered. Because it scared the shit out of them. How did this motherfucker get in here? For real. That's all it took, was me going in there and scaring the shit out of them. They were like, what the fuck? How did this motherfucker get past the lasers and fucking helicopters and everything else? And he's in here and he's speaking Middle Eastern to us better than we speak Middle Eastern, and he's got an American uniform on, and he's like I'm accepting their surrender, and that's it. That happened. I found POW in Southeast Asia. I was running around. I found him. I remember the smell, dude. I remember the smell of someone being tortured and had been a POW for a very long time. And I saw the look on their face when I was there. You're an American? He couldn't believe I was there. I couldn't believe I was there. And when I looked at him, I was like, I forgot where I was. I swear to God, I was like, where am I? Oh yeah, I'm on a mission. He's like, it's okay. I get brain farts too, son. And then I was like, whoa, he called me son. So this guy's already cool. Anyway. And I called it in right away. I called it in on that sat phone or whatever the hell that was they gave me. I don't know, dude. They had very good technology for that time period. That's all I'm going to say. How do they have that? How do they have drone? Why are drones around and they haven't even been invented yet? How is vape? I invented vape technology when I was 9 years old. Do you know that? I was the one that came up with the idea for vapes. The FBI came in and stole that idea. Oh, we can't have this guy. We can't have this guy introduce vapes. Just look at him. Just look at him. So yeah, I created vapes. I created vape and I rescued POW. And I threw him the phone too. I was like, dude, I gotta go. And I went because they were mad I was there, dude. Then the guy came in there. He was like, looking ass. I was like, well, one hitter quitter, that motherfucker. One hitter quittered him, then got out of there. Anyway, he saw me there though, like he was there. Anyway, and I ran. That's the one where I ran, and I thought I stepped on a landmine, and it like felt good because it propelled me. It's like I stepped on a spring. But I think it might have been a bazooka that I don't know what it was, but it was an explosion that propelled me. Like, I was like, hell yeah, I'm running. It made me run faster and shit. And then I ran down it. I guess my instinct from being like a child in Austin, I ran down. I was like, whoa, how do I get away? Like, how did I run when I was trying to get away from people in Austin? I would run down the creek and then go down different tunnels and stuff. So I ran down the creek. Anyway, the fuck, dude. Look, and I'm talking about it, and I'm being spotlighted. Who sent you, motherfucker? Spotlighting me like that? Fuck that shit. Who sent you? All you vatos and vixens that out there that keep fucking with me. I know who sent you. We're gonna get to the bottom of you. We're getting to the bottom of you. Anyway. Yeah, but was that kind of fun when I found the POW? That was the best mission I ever had. And then this is the one where I even got exploded and just it made me jump in the air. And then the next day I was like, oh, I got a lot of cuts and bruises. What is that? Is that a leaf in my skin? Is that a leaf? It's a jungle leaf. And then you take a bath and you get out and you're like, what's all that man, I realize grass and shit. Leaves. Better make like a tree and leave. And then the Area 51 thing, with the insectoids or whatever. That shit was crazy, dude. They were talking to me. They were trying to help me. The orb. Have you seen the orb around? I touched the blue orb when I was a little boy. I guess have you ever seen Heavy Metal? The original Heavy Metal? That was me. I was transported into different lifetimes and stuff. Why? I don't know. He needed me. He needed my help. The orb needed my help. The best one was when I went to the land of the Amazons. That was the time of my life. I swear to God it was. Anyway. Yeah, you don't have to believe me, but because I called for their help. I called for their help recently. I called for the Universal Navigator, Universal Soldier, Universal Helper. I'm not sure which one. Ever seen Flight of the Navigator? Have you ever seen Flight of the Navigator with Max? His name's Max, right? And he lets the boy, and he has the liquid metal ship, and he is an electronic spirit. He's kind of like a transformer. It's like magic mixed with technology, and he's invincible pretty much. And he can travel time, of course, and travel throughout the universe. And the young boy, he went to the young boy too early, because the people that I'm dealing with know how to deter you from going to find me right now. Like if he found me right now, if he can only come once. It's a rule. It's some kind of spiritual rule or something in the universe to where the navigator could only come find me one time. But that movie, Flight of the Navigator, just watch that movie. He was so concerned about his family that he forgot to save himself. Because he lost his brother. It's a demon watching over me. You see them? You see the face? That's a good demon. He's trying to protect me. That's the type of demon that can save you from being burned alive or shot. That's the type of demon right there. That's a demon. You say it's a goddamn? No, that's a god demon. For real, look at him. Well, he's gone now. I was talking about him. Well, I have the footage of that face in the cloud. That's what they are. They're demons. Have you ever seen the cover of that Rage Against the Machine album where the monk is burning himself? You know why that monk did that? He's like Krillin. You ever seen Dragon Ball Z? That was Krillin. He was very upset about what was going to happen to Goku. And he knows what was going to happen to me, and he did that. And the demons saved him. Like, he didn't get burned. He was like lit like that, and he survived. I need his help. I need your help, Krillin. For real. And if you look at that, you can see the demons in there. And the demons don't look evil. They look like they're like, some of them are like, one of them looks like a smiling chipmunk. One of them looks like a cat. It looks like a happy cat. It looks like a Joe Camel. That could be me. That could have been me coming from heaven to save him. I've been to heaven. Heaven transcends time. Because when I went to heaven, all my loved ones were already there. And they had long lives. And they were in the forms of what I remember them as. And it was and then like, God knew what I wanted to see. And I wanted to see like all the women in my life there. All the beautiful women I've been with and loved. You know, wives, girlfriends, daughters. You know, and of course there was a few men there, but I really was excited to see the beautiful women. And they all had they were all looking angel-like, dressed in white. Dressed in white. It was a white party. Where everybody wears white. That's what heaven's like. And they told me, don't go back. Do not go back. If you go back, you may not be able to come back here. And of course, like the guy, I guess it was a demon, decided to help me, and he was like, dude, you gotta go back. They ain't even gonna be born if you don't go back. A lot of your children, you have to go back. Even though their spirits will still be in heaven with me. But they were never really here. So yeah, there's some type of transcendence in heaven of space, time. But when I was probably like 40 years old, I got kicked out of heaven, so I can't go back. I don't know. I'm like Lobo. But when I died in my sleep, or I was hurt in my sleep. Fuck you, motherfucker. Whoever you fucking are. You driving by her like that. Fuck that shit. Why do you even have a car that sounds like that? Fuck that shit. Anyway. It's not like you're driving around on the motherfucking highway all day. Like, I would build myself a car that's like goes 300 miles an hour, but it would probably sound quieter than that. It'd be more efficient. But anyway, I went to hell. Hell was a hell of a place. I went down, man. Like, I died, had a heart attack in my sleep, so I died for a while. How? I don't know. Someone probably just stopped my heart somehow. I don't know, dude. I don't know how I died. And I went down there. I went to hell, and I could not breathe at all. Like, it was like breathing sulfur. But me being as strong as I am, I used my brain and my wizardry and my spirit, and I adapted to hell. And then I found a throne, like in just the middle of the, like, they were grabbing at me and stuff, and I was like, fuck off of me. Like, you know what you're dealing with. And so I was like Scorpion, like when I went to hell. I just started killing demons. And then I saw the king demon, like, I guess it was the king of hell or whatever he was, sitting there. And he just started talking shit. And I was like, dude, fuck you, motherfucker. I ain't doing anything you say. He's like, oh yeah. He sends a few guys after me. I kill them easily. Then I go and fight the king of hell. That was a tough fight. I killed him with his own weapon. And then when I did that, it was kind of like I turned around and all these motherfuckers started coming after me, like every single demon. Like, 'cause I guess I was the king of hell, and then they just wanted to dethrone me because they didn't know it was anyway. So I guess there's a bunch of dumbasses in hell. But anyway, so, and then all of a sudden, I woke up. Was that a dream, or was I really in hell? So I think I've been kicked out of heaven and hell. So I'm stuck here. You're stuck with me, so I might as well become president. Anyway. And I have to work 10 days in a row. And I work like my mid shift, and then the next week I work like at night. Only at night. Which is fine, I guess. As long as I get like 30 hours a week. Close. It is hot trying to sleep out here during the day in a car when it's 104 degrees. Then I go to the park and then it just rains on me. Then it gets more humid. Well, it rained today, so is it going to be 101 degrees tomorrow? I bet it won't be quite as hot tomorrow. I guess that means it's just not going to be 104. And you can see the lightning still going. The lightning is still going on out there, buddy. I'll tell you what. I'm trying not to show the area well. And as soon as I do that, the lightning goes off again. It all appears to be to the south, though. Everything's to the south. Anyway. No, I don't. I'm still looking for a girlfriend or a wife. I can't seem to get it right. There's a few out there of us. They're really cool. Some really cool, like that's really what matters. And then they end up with another guy, and I'm like, man, they don't even deserve them. And then, but, you know, I would have been a better husband or whatever. And I mean, shit, I'd like to have like 7 wives, like Dracula. But anyway, what happened to Dracula? He had a wife. He had a wife that he loved more than anything in the world. And they burned her at the stake because they thought she was a witch. She was a scientist trying to cure cancer and help people and all kinds of stuff, and they didn't like that. Do I identify with that story now? Yeah, I identify with that. I feel like they think I'm ready to be burned at the stake because I'm a scientist trying to help people and become a leader. A Native American leader? Oh, that'll be the day. He's a Seminole? They're like, oh, Seminole? That's even worse. No, it's even better. It's better than you think it is, and you know exactly what I'm talking about anyway. Yes, I have all my teeth, and I will have all my teeth. Ain't nobody taking my teeth. There's people on their live broadcast acting like they don't have any teeth when they got teeth. Don't be doing that shit. Don't be acting like you don't got teeth when you got teeth, fool. You think I could take these teeth out? I can't. They're in my head. They're very powerful. I'll turn into a Black Panther and a werewolf. I'll turn into a werewolf first. If I get real angry, the Black Panther will come out because my cat side is the very emotional side. You think cats run around and they are very emotional, so you got to remember that. Anyway, well, my phone is gonna go off, so I got to go charge it, and I'm hungry again. There's nowhere to go.